Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Where we left off last time, we begrudgingly forgave Tristian because I need him to be a counselor, otherwise our kingdom may die. We also need our people to detect traps a little bit better. We probably lost 1,000 experience there. That's a trap. And another door.
A trivial task.
Looks like a main entrance or a giant tomb room. I'm not sure how I feel about this gigantic chamber, especially since we can't rest. Oh, it's the way out. Okay.
Onwards.
1,400 experience from that trap. That was pretty damn good. Alright, what do we get for loot that we might have missed? So there's a couple trinkets we missed. We're gonna steal this full plate, take it with us to sell. We just couldn't walk around with it. And that's it. Okay, so we did the first little section and we need to go back to our capital now. Before heading off to deal with some barbarians. That is our goal in the game at this point. Everything is just going terribly wrong in our kingdom. At least we have a leader again. Counselor. Oh, we're back here. Oh. There's still an enemy here. There's still that owlbear.
Be halted. Together we stand.
Wait, this is strength rain. This isn't gonna do anything. Although she did some dex damage that was healed, so I guess that did help a little.
Die,
We can do it!
Carve my name onto your flesh.
No.
Strike with all your might!
Alright then. Owlbear dead. There's also a fly trap out here, I think. We didn't kill. Or maybe we did.
Onwards.
No, it's right there. I just remember that from last time.
I am superior.
How she kicked the fly trap. Alright. Now we can at least rest in the main area. I think we can just hit up one of our other settlements on the way back and sell a bunch of junk. Nothing really of value here. Scythes, they're not even masterwork. Redcaps hit ridiculously hard considering they don't even have magical weapons. Let's appoint Tristian to his advisor role. Oh yeah, we're in the dire gnarl marches. We can't actually claim this area yet. We are here in this part of the kingdom, so we can do stuff now. Well, I'm glad we didn't go back in there before. Alright, so we have a bunch of events and oh, we can actually claim the dire gnarl marches now. We don't have enough BP. That being said, we do have an advisor now for here. I hate you so much, Tristan, but at least you can be a person in our kingdom again. And no one's available to do these things. DC 25, so he's not going to do that. Although he might have to. He's definitely going to have to. We will just fudge the rolls until we succeed. Alright, projects. My god. We don't have the BP for any of these things yet. Just gonna look through it. There we go, it's that one. Support the Magister's endeavors. Well, we don't have time for that either. Undead builders can't do that. Arcane lobby can't do that. Can't do that. Can't afford that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Sell the soldier. I can't do that. Trade agreement. We can't afford that. Nope. 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 We can't afford it. We are very poor. Wait, what was that one? Oh, we could blow up the temple of the elk. So we got a new counselor and there's no missions for him currently, so I guess. cheap publicity ends in 4 days, and we have strengthening this guy for another couple days. Mostly all of our stuff has to do with military things at the moment, though. We really need to build some loyalty buildings at some point. Where's the nearest town to here? Way over there. We might as well just go to our capital at that point.
My life is a
We're gonna have to rest pretty quickly here. We're also gonna grab Knock Knock and do Knock Knock's quest. We're gonna grab Knock Knock and Jathal and bring them both with us. Jathal is another side quest thing to do too. What new thing happened in our kingdom now? Our loyalty is really low right now, by the way. It is our most vital stat that is the lowest currently. If you look at it, it's 21. It is really bad. We had some bad events that occurred. Build our loyalty up, please, again. I'm gonna fudge that roll if I have to, just so that we can make sure we get this wise men thing for the +3 loyalty. We desperately need it. Our loyalty has taken some crippling losses because of the Hell Knights. Well, so we'll grab Knock Knock and Jathal and do their side quests, and then we'll go after the Barbarians, I think. Something along those lines. We also need to hit our... actually... hold. Since we're here, I'm going to quickly cast all those restoration spells we have saved. Try and get rid of some of these ability drain things.
Our time has come.
Like the real... Ah! We have another whole page. We still don't have our restoration spells in there. Fine, whatever, doesn't matter. That's because we only have one of them. Well, that's a bummer. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Alright, we should probably do that. We need 6 of them in total. $13 a year to your mind to find food in a verdant field. I didn't need 13 hours to find food. Shoot that bird. We have an ace archer.
My skills are absolute.
I will not falter.
Okay, she's not an ace archer, but she's pretty good. She could have shot that bird. Mostly I just want her strength drain back. Con would be good too, but I'm not too concerned. Cool, good enough. For him, just his strength, I guess. Maybe charisma would be nice. I'm okay with that. Those will regen too. Every day they'll come back one at a time, I think. I think it's every rest they come up one? Something along those lines anyways. Time to leave. Time to go turn in some... no quests. Because we don't have any quests to turn in. But time to go do some shopping, I think. Or at least some selling. And maybe buy a couple new characters. How much money do we have? How much money? We're very poor, I think. Yeah, we only have 100,000 right now. I was gonna go buy characters, but I don't think we have the money for it, in all honesty. John should resurrect our companions for free, not for a fee. I don't care about Kavkin or Arsenio. Arseno. Arseno? Yeah, Arseno. She can charge money, and should, because she's a store / cleric. John is like a cleric of our kingdom. He should be doing this stuff for free. Hello, random dude. Oh, he's coming bearing a gifts. What'd you bring? Everything's been tempered. I have a specific request. I would like... what's a Khalid style weapon? Make whatever you want. I don't, too picky. What did he bring us? What did he bring us? A breastplate. An unidentified breastplate. Is the breastplate of the afterlife, which is a lot of money. It absorbs 10 points of positive and negative energy damage per attack that they normally take. Grants the ability to cast daze once per day. Kinda nice. We should sell some things.
I won't.
We'll go do that as soon as we take a look at how bad things are going in our kingdom. They might be going bad. Now we have to go deal with barbarians too. Nothing ever is happy with us. Blank spots. We have no one available for this at the moment. What is the Feast for the Afflicted, and who's doing that at the moment? Oh, he's available. He's just... I see. Go do that. +3 economy. Sold. Go do that right now. I don't care too much about that one. Forest Fae. Everyone's busy. The Storyteller should be strengthened in 7 days, and we have... publicity done tomorrow. So we're hopefully going to get a couple community out of that. But I'm going to go buy, or sell some things and buy some BP, and maybe a new character. No, it's going to be very expensive. You know what? Let's, as a group, go see how much it's going to cost to get a level 13 character. 12 character? What level are we? I think we're level 12. Our character looks really cool with that helmet, by the way. Also, I'm just going to really quickly not care. So we're not going to really pay too much attention to what's going on with these characters. Just that... I wish there was just a recommended button. I do not care. You can use battle axes for all I care. All I need him to be is level 12 so I can get his stat up, and not that it helps him anyways. I should just ignore him, really. But we're already here, so... Boop, boop. And he probably gets a feat. He does improve critical with battle axes. He'll be our battle axe cleric. To be honest, I didn't know he had martial weapon proficiency, but... Oh, right, stat point. So wisdom's going to be his primary stat, because he is a cleric, and he's also one of our lead clerics. Ekondeo needs to get Constitution, I think, which is weird for his role in our government, because he's a warden. Although he doesn't really need it, because... what's his name is the warden. So Ekondeo is kind of useless. Let's not bother with him. Who else is an actual leader in our group? Octavia is. And she is actually going to get up a stat point. Give her toughness, I don't care. She's a pretty good character, but I'm not too concerned. We're not going to be bringing her along. Cloud Kill's fun. Stone Skin Communal is also fun. Most importantly, though, level 7, we get that. That's what. And we just got 11 more intelligence points. Not intelligence points, skill points. We'll grab Constricted Coils and Angelic Aspect. Why not? There, she's done. Who else is a leader in our government? Ragongar. Magus level 11. He is going to get a stat up from this thing. Improved critical. What is he even used for weapons? Does he even have a weapon focus? Rapiers. Okay. Level 1 spell, Burning Hands. Level 4 spell, Stone Skin. And 12 strength +1. That's what we're really looking for. That's the only thing we really cared about. I don't know. Devoted Blade. Okay. Doesn't matter. Dragon's Breath. Sure. Alright, he's done. Anyone else in our government? Jubilost is. Was he gonna get an intelligence up though? No, he won't be getting any sort of bonuses, unfortunately. I don't know. Focus, light crossbow. You can shoot things with a crossbow. Neutralize poison. Wrong. Restoration. But at least we'll get him to 12. When he hits 16, he'll be able to be +1 to all of his stuff. Don't care about the weapon. There's a bomb he's taking. Done. Alright, anybody else in our government? I don't think so. I think that's everyone now. Oh, Tristian, right. Because we've brought him back on board. I'm glad he's blind. He deserves it for being such a dumbass. He screwed us over. You have toughness. I don't care. Toughness, good enough. Maybe you won't die so much in, like, fights. Oh, your wisdom's so bad. We're gonna give him a parry up to wisdom, too. I know I have a spare one lying around. There. Now he's maybe a little bit better at doing his job. You have +4 bonus to strength, +2. There we go. Now you have +4. What else do we have kicking around? Those gloves are pretty good for our mage, so he can have those. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to use that amulet on him because it increases his haste spells, which is nice. And I think that's about it. Alright, moving on.
I won't be halted.
Oh yeah, we should probably hand in things to our storyteller. What can we build? Anything worthy of a story? Oh yeah, here we go. I'd be happy to trade the whole set of items for this story. Can you hear it calling to us? Let us hurry. Tell me about it. I hear hooves clattering, wheels creaking. I smell the smoking of campfires. Wind kisses my face gently and washes it with tears from the sky. We are on a road heading north. We are on our way to the no man's land beyond the edge of the map, which promises a home to those who do not shy away from adventure. Those lands are where we will find our freedom and prosperity. I'm Jaxine Trestrin from the Tandek Plains, the heart of the great Taldan Empire. My family is old, but not rich. My inheritance as the youngest daughter barely covered the horses, cart, and supplies for this trip, but who cares? My real inheritance was a sharp mind and strong hands ready for hard work. My children will know riches that my ancestors could hardly dream of. 1,000 years ago, on the Emperor's orders, the Fifth Army of Exploration mapped the region around the Great Selin River, endless miles of plains, hills, woods, and swamps. My ancestor served in this army, and his diary mentions a particular cave filled with wondrous gemstones, floor to ceiling. The army turned back, leaving the gemstones unclaimed for centuries, but now they'll be mine. Onward. Why did the army leave the gemstones untouched? It's a real mystery. My ancestors spared no words describing the beauty and riches of the cave, even described how to find it, but he did not explain why the army had left such a treasure behind. Maybe that part of the dowry was lost. Well, even more interesting than that then. Maybe we'll get to shed some light on this ancient mystery. What will you do when you find the mine? Isn't it obvious? I'll claim the land where the cave is located as my own property and a part of the Taldan Empire. Then if anyone tries to take it from me, they'll have to deal with not just me, but the Imperial Army as well. Why do you think the gems are still there 1,000 years later? Of course, so much time has passed, a lot could have changed, but there are still no big cities in these wildlands to this day. If someone were mining gemstones there, I think we'd have heard about it by now. Go on. We reached the area described in my ancestor's diary. The locals from the tiny villages scattered in the area called this region the Kamalands. It's a strange, eerie place. What we originally took for the hills as we passed through turned out to be ancient mounds, where you might find the buried bones of unbelievably ancient creatures, older even than Earthfall. That gemstone cave must be around here somewhere. After a long and difficult search, fortune finally smiled upon us, albeit a wry, cunning smile. Among the hills, we caught a bunch of kobolds, all dressed up like nobles at some celebration. Their filthy, scaly bodies were decorated with shining gemstones, and their leader proudly wore an ancient Taldan knee pad on his head. Their interrogation didn't take long. After decapitating one of them, the others almost fell over themselves to tell us where they found the ornaments. The cave proved to be even more gorgeous than I'd imagined. As I read my ancestor's diary, it was a huge hall, shining with gems of all colors and hues. We didn't have any problem evicting the kobolds. Once we killed half their tribe, the other half just fled, apparently wanting the last word. An old kobold, the chieftain, maybe, or shaman, shook his tiny fist at us and yelled a curse. I just laughed and threw a torch at him and he disappeared. I had won. The gems of the 5th army were mine. What did the kobold yell? He yelled that they would go, but we would stay forever. What a curse. Oh no, I was already going to claim the lands anyways. Did you explore the mounds? We did. My best scouts noticed an obviously artificial entrance into one of the mounds. He and a small team went in to explore. Several hours later, a dense smoke rushed out of the mound, began to rumble, and then it exploded. All that was left was a smoldering crater. We didn't risk fooling around with any ancient legacies after that, and later we'd have enough of our own trouble to worry about. Inside, we found several ancient girders supporting the walls and rusty tools scattered around. There were also graves, several of which had been opened by the kobolds, with pieces of ancient Taldan armor in them. It seems some ancient people had been mining gems here after all. Unfortunately, we had no way to find out what happened to them, so I declared the mine my property and we began our work. A small town quickly grew up around the mine. First it was just locals, then people started traveling from afar. Miners, bards, brewers, priests, and of course traders of all kinds. Taldor sent a squad of soldiers to guard the new imperial mine and trade routes as well. My lands prospered. Too bad it didn't last long. It took less than a year to discover what happened to the mine's previous owners and why it had been abandoned. What did you do with the remains? We reburied them honorably. They became the first residents of our small new cemetery, which we had to expand considerably not long after. Things were going great, but then rumors of an epidemic started spreading through the town. I did my best to reassure the locals, though by that time, I knew better than anyone that gray stains on the skin along with nosebleeds was essentially a death sentence. The mine's previous owners didn't just leave, they died out from ash leprosy. We were infected when we explored their graves. The best clerics and healers our money could buy all said the same thing. The disease wasn't curable. I still held hope that if I bought enough time, we could find a cure, but news of our epidemic reached the Imperial Army. They were ordered to quarantine the entire area, and our guardians became our jailers overnight. The settlement was sealed off by a triple cordon of guards. We continued mining gemstones like before, but the traders took advantage of our situation and raised their prices. People were dying, but the town lived on as the Empire kept sending a new workforce for us. Branded criminals. Thanks to the efforts of our healers, I lived longer than many others, but soon I didn't even dare to leave my house. It seemed not a single person in the settlement didn't wish me dead. I died alone, slowly rotting alive, surrounded by treasure beyond measure, a leper queen of a doomed kingdom. My last thought was of how funny the kobold's curse had seemed and how quickly it had come true. What happened to the city after Jaxine died? The mine was inherited by her family. The colony of lepers continued mining gemstones for many years until the mine was depleted. Once the mine was done, the town slowly died out. Once the last leper had died, the Empire sent a group of clerics and wizards to the site. They used prayers and spells to reduce the infected town to safe ashes and collapse the entrance to the depleted mine. 1,500 years have passed since then. No one even remembers the colony existed there anymore. As for the mine, I can probably still be found in the Kama lands, but there are no longer any treasures there to claim. Tell me more about the disease. Could it cause a new epidemic among my subjects? No, worry not. Ash leprosy may have been incurable in Jaxine's time, but the Taldans eradicated it completely centuries ago. Besides, it's impossible that any trace remains of the leprosarium that surrounded the mine not so long ago, or so long ago. Thanks for the story. Cool. Anything else worthy of a story? Nope. How about ancient artifacts? Nope. Alright. What experience was that worth? I wonder. I'm kind of curious. $10,000 gold pieces and 1,500 experience. Not bad. That was quite the story. Well, that's what you get for digging up first mines, I guess. I like how the Empire didn't care. They're like, leprosy. Well, quarantine off the town. But we still want the gems, so send in criminals to mine it, and then let everyone die inside. When everyone's dead inside and the gems are all gone, just destroy the town with, like, fireballs. Just surround the town and lob fireballs at it till nothing's alive. A grim and sort of deplorable situation, but I would do the same thing. That sounds like an amazing way to make money. Alright, good Sir Hassif, we have things for you. We always get a billion of these +1 resistance cloaks. I'm gonna sell all these, even though they look super cool. We're just not gonna be able to keep them. And all this plate. What was that one again? Right. We're probably never gonna use that. But I don't want to sell it just in case. I'm the worst for that. Alright, bone mail's gone. How much was that worth? 14,000. Nice. Full plate. Breastplate Afterlife. A bunch of garbage level 1 swords. What's that one again? Long spear, okay. Torpor. Prowling Cheetah. This dueling sword, but we're probably not gonna use it. I want to use the Endless War so badly. And we don't need a Felchin +4. And then we will also offer all that. 83,000 coming our way. We're gonna spend some of that on BP because we need a little bit. Like 500 BP should be fine for now.
Stop.
Stop that. Good enough. Alright, so we have 165,000 gold at the moment. We're gonna jump over to the tavern, and I'm gonna show you guys why it is ridiculous to try and hire mercenaries this late into the game. So we're level 12. Just as a heads up, we're about, quarter to a third of the way through level 12.
Onwards!
For some reason the tavern takes longer than the city to load. Alright, so if we go to Anoriel 8 Eyes, our good old-fashioned mercenary person. So each new character we want to buy now is 72,000 gold pieces. So if we want to hire 2, which we would have to do, it would take literally all of our money. Well, not all of it. We'd have 10,000 left. A little over 10,000 left. It's just unbelievably expensive to do so. We can make an arcane trickster and a magist. And we can make them both ranged. Which I think would be so good. More spells. We'd lose some base attack bonus on our magist, probably, I think. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. I think we're out of time though. So we're gonna end the video here. In the next video, we'll take Jathal and Knock Knock to do their quests. Because that is our new goal. We failed this one. Oops, I forgot that. We actually found him, but I just forgot to bring his message to his brother. Whatever. We have to do this warlord thing. We have to go to the Valley of the Dead with Jathal, and we need to go with Knock Knock to the shrines.
Onwards!
So we'll do that soon. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.